Well, hello everyone, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today we shall be saying goodbye to Power Book 2, which we have titled the Tejada Saga, as they were truly the focus of this book, and did a great job of kind of closing out their arc. But anyway, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. What does this mean for Power Book 4 Force? Apparently, there's gonna be maybe some kind of crossover. We're gonna get into that. Talk about the post-credit scene. We did a lot of research on past episodes, and we're gonna talk about the plot holes because there were quite a bit. But there's some good stuff. There's some good stuff to talk about. But anyway, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to this channel. You can like on the video, you can comment on the video, you can share the video. Please watch the video till the end. We started early because we're gonna be going through a lot of stuff. We got a lot of people on the panel to discuss everything. But anyway, sit back, enjoy the intro, and then we'll just get into the show. Okay, let's do that. Oh, wait. I got to do it now. Wait. This is gonna be funny. Wait. You ready? I got to do it.
This is awesome. This is amazing. I love it.
It was psychological. It was emotional.
Extremely entertaining.
But as always, as we try to say here, as we said, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And as we talk about this video, please like on the video and comment on the video, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Yes, we're all gathered together, and some people may be coming later to discuss the end of Power Book 2. And again, now what does this mean for the franchise overall? We'll say Kim. I know she also, let's start from the beginning, but is there a particular moment that you liked? Is there a that you liked that you would like to get into?
Something that I liked when Noma got shot.
Yes, that was episode 9.
I just liked it because I'm just so done with Noma. I was like, it was just like a constant run. Like, let's just get this over with. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was tired of her being the villain. Like, I just wanted to move on. And
I hear you, but in 10, like, who died in 10 that you were happy about? Or any
she
deaths?
died in 10.
She died in 9.
Noma.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking about Monet. I am sorry.
No.
So, I'm sorry. Noma. Let me get my head right. So with that, I will say Kane went out like fucking Batman. Like, I was gonna have a picture of the Dark Knight next to Kane. Because the way he just popped out for the 6 cops, shot this bitch in the forehead, and then disappeared into the night. I was like, oh shit.
It was extremely fantastical.
I was like, this don't make any kind of sense.
No, it didn't.
It didn't. How did we get here?
This is the thing. Okay, let me just say this, and then we can move on. For me, I didn't think this was gonna be like the biggest, best ending. It's hard to end the show, right? Like an entire series. So they just do what they do. And yeah, a lot of this shit did not make sense. We still got little straggling storylines that never came to fruition. And so for me, it's just not that serious. I'm like, they did what they did, and it's over. Like, that's it. And it doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, what you just said about Kane and disappearing, all that stuff, it didn't make any kind of sense. But if you would have written it, then if you can rewrite this yourself and make it great, then you should do that. Because they just did. They dropped the ball for sure. But it's an end of an era. And I'm like, these actors did their job. They did the best with what they were given. And I can't say that the acting was ever really bad. Michael Rainey Jr. grew up on this show. And he's a good actor. He is. And I hope that he moves on to other things and he's successful in everything he does. So he doesn't deserve the hate. He didn't write the show. He just acted the show. And the people need to leave him alone.
I would say to second that, this is a writer's issue, and this was not a series finale. This was a season finale. But when you look at it from the story from the Tejadas, they wrapped up the Tejadas. That's what they did. In a very good way, to the best that they could do, but that's what they did. So they could set up Tariq's final season, which would have been season 5, where he's the apex drug dealer. And that's how that was supposed to play out. So that's why he's not jailed, he's not dead, because he was still going. Effie was still going. I'm like, it's like there was more story to tell when it came to them, and they just said, eh. But the Tejadas got wrapped up, and I thought in a pretty cool way. Chris, what did you think about the episode? Anything jumped out at you? What you got?
Oh no, well, surprisingly, it was better than I thought it was going to be, and that was only because my expectations were really low, especially hearing that they were not planning to end it how they did. So the fact that there was an actual conclusion to some of the story, obviously there's a lot that wasn't. You know what I mean? That was kind of a shocker to me. I'm like, oh shit, this. Even I was like, I don't know if they did some reshoots or whatever. Make it where like Kane's leaving. You know what I mean? And all that, and then put the little Easter egg of like Diana being the next Monet, you know what I mean, and all that other stuff, like kind of similar to what they did in The Wire. No, I'm not comparing it to The Wire. I'm just saying like some stuff at the end of The Wire where you're like, oh, that kid's going to grow up and become who, you know what I mean? I was like, okay, I was like, all right, that's kind of dope, So I was surprised in that sense, you know what I mean? So again, expectation is extremely low. I had a feeling. I just knew they had to add like a scene or a post-credit scene or whatever, and they did. I mean, obviously,
Chris, I'm with you on that one. They're gonna have a Marvel moment.
Yeah, I just knew Tommy somehow was going to be in it or something.
That's what I thought. I thought it was going to be Tommy.
But I was surprised. I was like, really? Like just a phone call? But whatever. Anyway, we'll talk about that.
But who do you think it is?
Tommy.
No, it's Tommy. It's
definitely Tommy.
I think it's Tommy. Who else?
But like, remember what we talked about with book 3, where like Unique coming back was clear. I think Jamani said it. Like clearly they waited and were like, we gotta do something because nobody's gonna be happy about. And then they shot that scene like almost like it was shot current day. Yep. That's what they did with that post-credit scene. Once they said we're ending Power Book 2, they shot that scene so they could put him in Force.
Yep.
So he could end Force, so they can wrap him up in Force. That's what they did. But that's why nobody else was there but him. So they're like, hey, cut your hair, put the contacts in, come back to and be like, let's do this real quick, and then we'll see you in Force.
Wait a minute. Did you just say put the contacts in?
Yeah. Well, no, because like, he wears glasses. I mean, like on average, that's what I'm saying. Like, so they're like
I think Braden's going to, even though he was by himself, Braden's going to be in there too. I think Braden probably just wasn't available for that shoot, for that phone call shoot or something. You know what I mean? Braden, I think, are maybe
minimum.
Yeah,
you guys don't think it could possibly be Braden? Because remember, he let Braden go when they were on the steps. He basically was like,
you think they would do a post-credit scene of Braden after we just saw him talking to Braden?
He didn't. He actually didn't let him go. What he said was, "You work for me now, and you better not fuck up again." No, they're all selling drugs at Stansfield. They're back where they started.
But that's so sad, though. That's the saddest part.
Season 1, episode 8, y'all. They went back to season 1, episode 8. That's when Effie showed up, and they were like, "Let's do this Stansfield bullshit again." KJ, you are back with us again. What do you think of this finale? Is this what you thought?
Well, for me, it's kind of like a 7 out of 10. It's like nothing really like that really happened. Nothing big like that because we already know that Noma was gonna go, and we are kind of knew like Anya was gonna get taken out or what have you. So yeah, pretty much I kind of knew what was going to happen. It's like I didn't know. The only thing for me is I didn't know how it was going to happen, but because we already saw it in the trailer that Kane gets shot, and usually when they show stuff in the trailer like that, obviously the character is not gonna die because why would they show it right in the trailer? So yeah, for me that Kane scene was kind of goofy for me. I didn't really like it too much. I feel like for me, like Kane should have went out. If y'all was gonna take Kane out to wrap up the Tejada story, that would be the perfect time to kill Kane's character. Then you would have Drew or whatever. I feel like Drew should have stayed instead of going out to Paris because it was kind of like predictable in a way because we kind of knew that he was going to Paris. So I feel like instead of have Drew going to Paris, have him stay with Diana, and maybe somehow they could try to take over what Monet started or whatever, and just maybe because we already know there's going to be they're going to try to do like a spinoff or whatever because they kind of teased it at the end that power never ends. So that's kind of like maybe they might bring it back and maybe like add a little bit of Diana or whatever. But as far as Kane, because they probably going to give Kane his own spinoff. I don't know, because the way how they ended it. But I hope they don't because we really don't need a Kane spinoff. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a Kane spinoff would be kind of like similar to Force, like Tommy. You know what I'm saying? It would just be a waste of time. But I mean, I know some people they probably want it, but I just feel like it would be a waste of time. But yeah, this episode, like, yeah, it was. I kind of knew it was really gonna happen. I did like the Carter. I did like how they handled the whole thing with Carter, him getting exposed, with Nico coming out. Cause a lot of people also said that they knew that Nico was about to come out or whatever. They kind of sensed, but that kind of caught me off guard, like because I ain't think, oh, I feel like somebody's gonna show up. I didn't know who, but it's like Nico showed up and kind of exposed. I like that whole thing with Drew and Tariq and Braden, with the whole thing they kind of like exposed Carter. It was all like surrounding him or whatever. Like, we got you. That was like the best moment for me in the episode, and that was basically it. You like Noma, Kane killing Noma. Like, yes, yeah, we already knew that was coming, so that really wasn't a shocker. But overall, yeah.
I hear you. So real quick with Carter. This is where I will bring this image, and Giovanni was here.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, Denzel. Definitely.
What the fuck was going on right here? Like, even Denzel's confused on why Michael Ealy thought he could do a similar speech. Like, he even said, "I will have cases on all of you." By the end of the day, I was like, "Shut the fuck up with this right here, sir."
Michael Ealy is way too light skinned to be talking that greasy.
That's light skin privilege.
Like, I was like, "What the fuck is happening right now?" Like,
yeah.
But I want to tear Carter's whole thing apart because it doesn't make any sense. He's like, "Yo, I got you because I got the video." So then we got this whole like Ocean's 8 situation where we're gonna break into the police station to delete the video off the Carter's laptop. The problem is it was never on the laptop in the first place, because if you go back to episode 6, Felicia told Carter when she showed him the video,
the phone.
It's right here. This is the only copy.
I
deleted the stuff off the server. So it was just the phone. What happened to the phone? Because Carter still had the phone. So when he gets processed, the phone gets processed and they go to jail. Like, also the body is still in the fucking safe house. No one got rid of the body. Like this make no sense. Like, what are y'all? Watch your own show. Just watch your own show. And then I will be like, oh, okay, never mind. Like, stop it. All of this, stop it. And then the whole chess move bullshit to be like, I got you. No, I got you. Which one of us is the real prisoner here? Just shoot this fucker, Tariq. You shot a dirty cop, your first body, by yourself, high on Ling, and you went home and went to sleep. Why is this fucker still alive? Why are we doing this?
Like these writers forgot like what happened in the OG Power. You can tell they ain't really watched the OG Power like that.
But wait, Kane shot a cop. Monet shot a cop. And that's this book. Like, 3 cops were killed in the making of this Power universe. Why the fuck are we acting like killing a cop is the worst thing these people have ever done in their criminal careers? Mm-hmm. What are we doing? Like, stop it. I thought Anya's death was a surprise to me. I gotta say.
Yes, definitely. Yeah,
I was like, what? What do you think, Chris? What you got?
Yeah, no, it was a surprise. It was also irritating. I mean, I know what they were trying to do with Diana and whatnot, but I'm like, no, like, yo, that is the heifer that shot your mother. Like, you know what I mean? Like, chew her, like what? Like, yo, I want her to feel the same pain of losing some heifer. Just shoot her. What you doing? Just shoot her. What do you think I was going to do? Like, what?
Hold, KJ, we can hear you, bro. So I don't know what you're trying to do, but it's fine. Yeah. You're loud right now, so fix that. All right, go.
I don't doubt.
Hello.
Hold on, Chris. KJ, you're loud, and now we got background noise. So I'm gonna mute you.
Is that me,
David?
Huh?
Can you hear us, KJ? I don't think KJ can hear us.
He's fine. He's muted. Go ahead, Chris.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. KJ, you're like, it's like background noise, so I had to mute you until you're ready to talk. So Chris is going to talk, and then we'll get back to you.
Yeah. No. I was just saying, that was the one thing that really irritated me with the whole episode and with the whole idea with Diana. I just don't understand the decision making there. I mean, and first off, that was an amazing shot.
Chris, Diana is not who they trying to make her to be.
No.
So her mindset, but I wouldn't even try to analyze it.
Right. To your point, if that was the way that she operated, why she should have shot that kid then? She should have killed that kid. To make Felicia feel the way that she felt with her kid.
Yes.
If you want to go that route. So, it's just a kid. It's just a kid. And you shot a kid. Now what? Like, you know what I mean? I mean, like, fine, she was like 17 or whatever. Or was she 18? I guess she was 18, but still. Like,
I mean, she was getting the dick from Tariq, so she's at least 20. She was at least 20.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. You know, that's what I'm saying. But Chris, still. to your point, they should have took it to the next level, and fucking Diana should have found out that Tasha is the one that shot her and shot her mom in the first place and put her in a coma and killed that bitch. Like, that's where this should have went. To be like, I found your mama and I killed her because she hurt my mom. Like, let's take this to the logical conclusion. And like, that would have been something. Because if this was the finale, Tasha would have been put in the ground, right? Like if this was truly the finale for the St. Patrick story, Tasha minimum is dead.
She would have gone. Yeah, no, I agree. Minimum. She would have been out. Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, we're not wrapping this stuff up. Like I'm saying, because like, how is she still alive?
I mean, to your point, I mean, because it's funny that you brought up earlier about the fact that we're going to perhaps, and I strongly agree with this too, thinking that Tariq will be in Force in the next season of Force, right? Because let's be real, the ratings of Force is not doing that great. So having Tariq in there would definitely put the ratings back up. That, I think, that season, I feel like that you will, especially if Force ends as well, I feel like Tasha will probably die in that one. You know what I mean? I mean, we'll have an ending in that.
You don't think so? I can understand. Also, again, let's just acknowledge the writing ignorance that they want us to believe that Tommy Patrick Egan, of all the people he has at his disposal, is calling Tariq James St. Patrick to bring the smoke because he's about to go up against some random ass Latino people. He's calling Tariq. Not
we don't even know that that's Tommy. We don't.
Kim, who else? Who else
would he be?
It could be anybody. It doesn't.
Name me one person. Name me one person. Name me one person. One person.
Lisa Marie.
You know what clinches it?
Could be Lisa Marie.
You know what clinches it? It's when he said, "We're always family."
We're always family.
Oh, okay. What is Lala's son's name? What was Lala's son's name?
Cash.
Could have been Cash.
Oh,
he don't give a fuck about Cash.
He don't even. He forgot about that little nigga. He forgot about that little nigga.
That is Tommy. That is Tommy because like I didn't think about that too. Chris is right.
That is Tommy. That's uncle. His uncle. He calls him uncle.
That's his uncle.
Okay, well, let me ask y'all this. Whenever he answers the phone any other time, and it's Tommy, what does he say?
Yes.
What's up, Uncle Tommy?
But Kim, because they didn't want to make it that obvious.
They want to make it that obvious, and they
didn't want to make it like straight up obvious.
Yeah.
It's obvious.
He will be there to say. It's interesting that they need him to save Force. They need him to save Tommy's show, which is already canceled. But they know it's canceled, so that's going to be a series finale. They're going to wrap that stuff up. So Chris's point, we may see them drop. If Tommy called Tariq, he got to have called 2-Bit. Like, that's what we should have seen. Like, we should have seen 2-Bit on the phone and to be like, yo, bro, I got you. Let's do this. Like, not fucking Apex Predator, fucking Tariq. Like, fuck Tariq. Hold up. I had some more positives. I'm tired. Okay, anyway. I felt like Diana turned into Danny. I feel like this is what happened. I feel like go with me on this. All right. The mild-mannered woman character who comes up in the game, who loses her child, right? Then she's like, I must seek vengeance. Then she's killing innocents over the fact that a woman just took someone away from that she cared away from her. Like, she went full, like, her killing Felicia, her killing Anya, she went full Danny. And then she's standing in front of the throne now. That's what, but she didn't sit in it. But she's like, I'm that one now. I was feeling Danny vibes. Thoughts?
Yeah. I mean, just like Danny making stupid mistakes.
Yeah,
right.
And Danny eventually found her power, right? And who she was. And so I could see that. I could see that. Diana, when she was standing behind the her mom's chair or whatever, you could tell on her face, which I thought that young lady did a really good job of conveying what she was feeling. And so yeah, I could see that in her mind, she is like, I'm in it now. Like, this is what my mother always wanted. I gotta do this for my mother, for my family, whatever. Now her getting her own show or her being a part of another show, absolutely not. I'm not watching that, because Diana was never for me
a top character.
A top character, right? So for me, no, she doesn't have the personality.
No. She's just saying in general, like, if for Power Book 2 to be over and then putting Diana in this position, it's like, what is? But again, season 5 was supposed to be coming. But again, she has no crew. She has nothing. It's just her in a chair. Also, real quick, I want to point out
Diana that called him,
huh?
Couldn't it be Diana who called Tariq and was like, because think about it, they are family, because like she got pregnant by him. He's been in the family a minute. Monet loved him like a son.
You think they would have said that for a post-credit scene though, Kim?
No, they wouldn't have done it.
That would have gone before.
Real quick. So Diana's last scene, is she remembering the time when her family was happy and together?
Right.
Fuck you. Because where's Poppy? Where, like, she episode one of
the flashbacks had Lorenzo.
No, did not like with her final one. Her final one was, she's like, oh my god, around the table it was just them and Monet she said just shut up and eat. It was just those four. You
know why, David? I know why they did that. I mean, think about it. I mean, having him there, you know what I mean? It's obvious we know how that concluded, with her basically getting him killed. I think that's us as a viewer, that would have kind of thrown us off.
Yes.
So it was more of a distraction. You're right in the sense of, yes, the happiest moment would have been with all of them, even with Zeke probably being there, all that stuff. But for the audience sake, it would have probably thrown us a little bit off, having him sit there. And them all, because
they memorialized Monet in this episode, and to have Lorenzo, to even mention Lorenzo, you have to acknowledge that she's the reason why you ain't got no daddy. So anyway, I went back and watched it. This irritated me. Season 2, episode 6 is when they had their happy family dinner scene. Just real quick, and Jemani, I'm sorry, but it's when they were dancing. They were talking about how the good old days, and then Drew got up and was dancing, and then Monet, who can't dance in real life, just sat there in the chair. But she genuinely smiled. She genuinely smiled about the family being together. So I thought that would be. Jemani, thank you for being here, sir. What do you got? And then we're gonna get to the comments. I know.
Hey.
What's up, Jemani?
Hey, Jamani.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, sorry about being late, but yeah. I don't know if you just want me to just give a broad overview or
specific. I need a specific about Diana that did it for you, or not.
I don't know. I'm like, I found that the whole end scene with so you're like Ghost. I thought that was so cheap and cheesy and corny.
God damn it.
But I was like, is Kane not? Kane is more of a Ghost than Tariq, because I'm like, he's like the invisible man. He's behind some stuff in this airport hangar, and he's like, yeah, just give yourselves up, don't get hurt. But I gotta go do this for Ma. And he just walks through the door, and nobody sees that. They stand up, they get arrested, but he just walks off, and then he gets shot, falls down, and the split second it takes for the cop to look around the car, he's in no vision at all. Like, he's not even running, staggering away. He's just gone. Like, he is Ghost.
No blood trail whatsoever, except for the puddle he left right there on the floor. Like, to the point of wrapping this story up, if they truly were trying to wrap these characters up, Effie would have left with him. Effie would have said, "We are going." Like,
no, I'm done. No, she wouldn't have. No, she. we hear her all, this is like a running joke. She's saving up money to go to grad school. She's saving up money.
Yeah.
She gets the acceptance letter. I don't see how that negates, like she got an acceptance letter. I don't see how you can't get, financial aid or, take out a loan and still go. But, her money is gone. So all of a sudden she can't go to Stanford and she's stuck with Tariq and, and they're the, as you said it, the three amigos, and they're just stuck with each other just out of necessity, it seems.
But I'm saying that's when they're setting up a season 5 is what I'm saying. There was more story. They thought they had more story to tell. I'm saying if this was truly the end of the series, then she would have been like, me and my man are moving. She said the last 4 episodes, I'm getting out the game. I'm getting out the game. And now she has a partner who wants to leave also, who has to leave also. And if they were trying to wrap these characters up, then she just would have left with them. I
think this is wrapping it up. When you find out, mid-season or so, they wrapped it up as best as they could do in 2 episodes. So I'm like,
again, they shot this last season, bro. This was done and in the can. Like it's not like Force.
I really think that they were trolling. That when Michael Raines Jr. said he didn't know, I think that was just for media attention. I really think that if they were going to kill Monet and they're going to kill Noma and Noma's daughter and all of this stuff, this really seems like we're closing out this show.
They're closing out the Tejadas.
I was going to say, you got to also remember too.
Tejadas.
Yeah, Jomani, I would kind of agree with you if it wasn't for the fact that, like, let's not forget, Noma was just introduced just last season. It's not like she's been there from the very beginning. So
yeah, she ain't Kanan.
So yeah, you know what I mean. So I mean, it's all right.
We've seen that with Breaking Bad with Uncle Jack, and we were like, this guy just came in at the last season, and he's the big bad guy.
I understand that, but no, let's be real. Even the way she kind of went out, like kind of yelling at her brother or whatnot, she seemed like that.
Yeah,
that big old tough towards the end. Yeah. But I don't know. I hear you, Jomani, and to your fact with the whole thing with the Tejada, since we've kind of seen them pretty much, from the beginning, pretty much, that you would kind of think that is the ending, like as in, like you said, like, oh, they were kind of trolling and whatnot. Nah, but then there was a lot of stuff that was so wide open as well, especially like obviously the post credit was different. That was like obviously filmed after. But before all that, when like he basically gave Braden and Effie their assignments, that did not feel, that wasn't a proper ending. You knew with Carter being held off to jail. Let's be real, they do this a lot where like they put someone in jail and then guess what? Tariq is seeing him like later on, like behind bars and trying to talk to him to get some advice, ironically, from the guy he put in prison himself. All of this. Yeah. There's a lot of other story. You could tell that they were going to put
I think that the issue is that we saw power end and it wasn't an actual ending. It was like, we're going to continue this in book 2. And I think that them saying you're not going to get a season 5 was you're not going to get another show post the Tejadas. Like, we're going to close this out as Ghost. That was the plan. But Tariq thought probably he was going to get another show where, it's him, Effie, and Brady, and STARZ just said, no, we're not doing that.
But again, he was the show. The fact that the Tejadas ending ends this show shows he wasn't the show. That Tejadas were the show. Like
I said that.
I'm saying Tariq. They said to Chris, what they set it up for one more season. You got Davis running the money. He already said, I got a new plug. I got my 2 friends back together. He was going for his last run. And without Monet, without the Tejadas, and maybe Diana would have been his partner at some point once she gets her shit together. But they were going for one last season. I think
the original idea was they kind of knew something was up with this season. So so they kind of going in knowing this. Okay, after this season ends, then we're gonna probably split it up. We're gonna kill some characters off like Noma and Mary J. Blige, because she was taking up like most of the budget money. So Yeah, so I guess they figure like, okay, after we kill her off, then we're gonna start something new and fresh. So we could just bring it back with just like the younger generation, the younger cast. Like you got the F.B. Braden, Tariq, and maybe you could add Diana in there, maybe like Kane or somebody, and just bring it back. And that could be like the new show, like the spin-off show, like they're planning. And that's what I think. I think they're also planning because they show at the post credit at the end that power never ends. So I think it's gonna be like a spin-off type of thing.
Yeah, no, see, that's what
it's gonna be a 2-hour movie to wrap it up.
So that's what Force is. Well, like I said, so to split the baby, if you will, like they're not going to give Tariq a movie. Like they're going to use Force to get rid of all the characters. Like to get rid of Tommy, to get rid of Tommy and Tariq. Like and we have to just assume that Braden and Effie are running the go. But anyway, let's get the comment. A lot of people are here, and I appreciate that. So Kim, are you just stretching this? It's obvious it was Tommy.
It's obvious, so that's maybe why it's not. So because you're saying it's obvious. That's all I'm saying. Why can't I be devil's advocate here?
Because he's a fan. Like when you do post credit scenes, let's be real. When you do post credit scenes, it's to get excitement from the audience. That's the only reason why you do stuff like that.
Of course.
Who in the world? Who else would he be talking to that would grant to give that audience that excitement? Not Diana.
It would be Tommy.
It would be Tommy.
Yes.
Of something short of his father coming back from the dead or something like that. You know what I mean?
No. It could be Uncle Gabe. It could be Uncle Gabe.
As far as it's gonna be, I feel like they are gonna get rid of Tariq's character through Force. Right, I believe that because Michael Rainey Jr. said he's not doing Tariq anymore.
Oh,
and so since he said that, and I believe him, I believe that he's been doing this since what? It's been almost 10 years now. Yeah. So he's made eight or nine, but still he's been doing it most of his life, right? So he said he doesn't want to do it anymore. He wants to do other things. So if you end Tariq on Force, it makes sense. You're going home with Tommy's home. Right?
Or Tim, you know who could be on that line, and then it can just kind of go to. It could be Yaz. Yaz could be on that line, and then it'd be a spinoff, and it was just Yaz, and Yaz has her own show now.
No,
Yaz was
he wouldn't need to say he was family. He wouldn't need to say.
I went back to book one. Elisa Marie needs to show up in Chicago.
I just said that. Did I not say?
She did. The Italians in Force need to come. At least he said, "I will see you again." Like if the writers have any kind of poetic, he said, "I will see you again, little girl." Like he's ready. I'm like, and she. Remember, you saw her face when she said, "You know Tariq?" And he's like, "How the fuck you think I found you?" She's like, "I'm killing both of you motherfuckers. Like when I grow up, like I'm murdering everybody. Like I want her to be like, this is the head of your mother." Boop. And she just shoots both of them. I'm like, oh shit! Like she killed Tasha off camera. I don't think Power is going to end because the hashtag is going to be to get another spinoff because the way it just ended feels like Power is not. So ending is relative. They've already said a book is coming. Like so, yes, Power is not ending in the sense that they got a prequel coming. So I hope to God they don't take the Dexter route and be like, we're gonna have a young. Like early 2000s Ghost and Tommy running the streets or some shit. Like I think that's gonna be another video like to figure out how they work that out. Love the ending of Noma. It was solid. I mean the bullet in the head was solid. And I did appreciate that. White councilman did not take out Carter. Why did he just go to jail, Nico?
I did not take.
I guess what they're saying is why didn't Councilman Tate come back to kill Carter?
Because that would have been season 5. I think season 5.
Yeah. See, again. That would have been season 5. Like they were like, we got one more season in us, and then I think what Courtney said.
Michael Lee's character was over.
I think what Courtney said at the beginning. STARZ said Michael Rainey Jr. cannot lead a show. And they're like, we need something. So that's why Mary J. Blige will give him adult supervision. And with all of that gone, they were like, nah, we can't do this shit. This ain't this ain't it. Like we got high views, but nobody really wants to see that shit. Plot armor, they handed everything to them. These writers were terrible. Diana being the next Monet makes zero, absolutely correct. Zero character development. So that I will disagree with the last line. I will disagree with that when it comes to these characters, because Drew went from the guy in the background to he was supposed to be the next generation to I understand this ain't for me and I'm going to do art school. That is development.
That was some bullshit. But
it was a silly story, but it was his story. From season 1, he's always been the artist. That's how he met his boyfriend and shit. That is consistent, right? So I disagree. Kane went from this, I am the game, I will die in the game, to I gotta get up out of here. Like this ain't for me. Like even he was like, this is too much. I gotta do something else. Diana, this whole season going, I gotta get out. I can't have a baby with the drug dealer. I am the drug game. Like that is development. Monet died a loving mother. Let's just start there. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know what? I was thinking exactly that. I was like, this woman finally at the end of her life showed her children in a positive way that she loves them with all her heart. Like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that she did not love them. That's not what I'm saying, but she was a horrible mother. She was a horrible mother. But then at the end, she was like, I know what I did was wrong. I recognize it, but I've always loved all of my children and I will die for you. And she did. She died for her kids.
No, she died for glam because she could have wore a bulletproof vest.
Oh my God. Really?
I mean, we already talked about we already talked about Inazza, how that made no damn sense.
She looked fabulous. I'm sorry. I don't even care. Mary J. Blige, bravo. She is magnificent looking. I'm sorry.
She
looked her outfit, beautiful. Her hair, beautiful. Nails, boots. She went out the way Mary J. Blige should go out. Okay.
That's right.
Sorry.
Beautiful. But to the point, someone said it, we can get to the
No
comment.
more drama. That's it.
There wasn't even a fucking funeral. we should have did. Like her funeral should have been on the top of the list.
Time to do a funeral.
That's because you're wasting time with silly shit. Anya being murdered means nothing. Like no one gives a fuck about her. She spent more time getting the dick from Tariq than she did with her own mama. But Noma sold the whole I love my mama my daughter thing. Like she really sold. I give it to the actress. I really felt her pain for seeing her daughter die.
Yeah, when Anya was dying, I was like, oh my God, she was losing her mind. I was like, I feel that.
It was awesome.
I mean, they did kind of mention that the Drew did kind of mention at the end, I think something about going to like a repass or Monet or something like that.
Diana says after the service, I'm gonna do that. That's what she said.
Okay, all right.
Where the fuck is Janet?
So
like wait, let's get Stacey. Then we'll get back to this character's just disappearing. Hello, Stacey. And
Stacey.
Hello.
Guys, well, once again, just here so I don't get fined. Let me process this for a second. Tariq is still alive.
This
revelation I would have gotten to watching this season is that he died a horrible death, and he's still here.
Damn.
Get to see Tate kill Blue-Eyed Bandit for killing his brother. I didn't get nothing but Diana's humongous zippers. What the fuck was that? Why were her zippers so big?
What? Who's zippers?
Diana.
It was the zippers, and they were like this big, and I was like, why? And then Tariq's sweater at the end, the Bill Cosby, Louis Vuitton, whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah, that was horrible. It looked to me like Versace, like because of the way
it was. It had too much going on. It was just
a lot. Yeah.
And he's going to. I'm glad I stopped watching Force in season 2 because if Tariq is coming, fuck all of you people. Like, why? Hot Boy did it better. Hot Boy ended the damn show like a show should be ended. Why the fuck am I watching this shit?
Because if they would have went, so Stacey, again, if they would have got to season 5 that they were planning for, then they would have ended it properly. Like Tariq wouldn't have walked away from the show, but like they just stopped it. But I real quick, I wanted to say, Betty White says, "Fuck this show," because these 3 kids are back to selling drugs on the fucking school grounds. No, this is no character development.
Yes,
these 3 motherfuckers are no character development.
No,
in fact,
it's like
they're
a
worse off than
cartoon.
when they started.
Oh, Braden
Tariq doesn't have a trust fund anymore. Braden lost his rich family, and Effie has a OnlyFans mama, but she became a hacker, and now she broke. She left 2 Ivy League schools to follow Tariq, and now she works for her fuck buddy. Like, what is happening? Like this. Fuck these characters.
And these hackers, apparently these hackers got the slowest computers ever or some shit like that. So they got like, they can't delete a damn file. They can't do all this stuff. Like, they're not, I'm like, damn, I'm not even that great with computers, but holy shit. Like, I'm like,
Did you see the purge on the icon? They were like,
what the hell? You can't just delete some shit. Just drag it into the freaking recycling bin.
Read only. According to them, it was read only, which I mean,
plot convenience.
I mean, it's just terrible writing. Like, people with computers don't know how computers work. Like, shit. Like, it's like, this is also real quick. It's 2024, y'all. I want to let you know that when Power Book 1 ended, Tariq James St. Patrick was the class of 2024. I say that to say his bitch ass should have graduated by now. He should be going into his senior year. They didn't even do that. They weren't even like, we're getting ready for our final year, y'all. Let's do something with our lives.
David, wait, David, weren't you the one saying you were tired of the school thing, like fuck the school thing? That was you. You were done with the school and you wanted more drug dealing. They listened to you and they gave you more drugs and
I disagree, because again, they're still back on campus. Tariq is like, okay, guys, you're gonna get course correct back, but Braden already gave course correct to Effie because he's the one that built that shit. Like, he already worked that out. He's like, go get the band back. They're still selling drugs on campus. Y'all still taking classes. Braden don't even go to the school anymore. Why the fuck is he on campus at all? Like, fuck you. Fuck all these writers, man. Like, from a Tariq standpoint, fuck this show. That's what I'm saying. Tejadas, they did well. They did better, much better, much better. I got to give them that. But fuck Tariq, Effie, and Braden. Like, none of this makes sense.
No, can we put Tasha in there too?
So Tasha also is right back where her bitch ass started. They made her a housewife living off her son. Like, she was a finance major. She was the CFO of her husband's drug operation. No. She was taking schools online. And now she's like, what's up?
All right, so we never knew anything about Ghost's family, right? We didn't find out about Uncle Gabe till basically the last episode, right?
Yeah.
So are we to believe that Ghost sent his whole family away and said, I'm all the way in the game, so I gotta keep you at a distance so that I can be in the game? And his family just said, okay. Like, it this made absolutely no freaking sense. Like criminals can't travel past state lines to get somebody.
No, what it was though, Tariq said, when my daddy had a son, he killed him. So I'm not getting murdered by my child. So I'm not gonna have a family because they're gonna turn on me. Oh, what's up? Oh yeah. Yaz is gonna kill him. And that's what we need in Chicago. We need Yaz. When she finds out that she's actually 25 and not 7, she's going to fly to
Elisa
Chicago.
Marie. It's going to be Elisa Marie.
It's going to be Elisa Marie, Cash, and Yaz. Yaz is leading the team. Yaz is the point person. She gets him in the door, and Lisa Marie just murders all of them. And then Cash is like, I got Tasha. And he's like, got that shit. Like, dead. That's the trilogy.
David, I'm going to tell you, if all 3 of them got together and they came back, I have to say that would probably be the best season of any show I've ever seen. Okay. I'm saying this would be better than The Wire, better than Breaking Bad, better than Sopranos. I need that. I need that trifecta right there. I need
all
that.
3.
I need all 3. I need that holy trinity. I need that trinity.
If you go back to
they should be a gang and they should call themselves the Rugrats or something.
The Rugrats.
Dude, They should be running the whole drug operation from every part of New York City, y'all. If you saw Lisa Marie in that episode with Tommy, she was hard as fuck. Like she's like, my mom was a drug head. She died. My daddy killed her.
Yep.
He worked for drug dealers, and you killed him. And she's like, I know the game already. And she was like 12. I was like, she's ready for the streets. Like that is the show that you need. I was like, damn it. Where's the Lisa Marie? Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm going too far with this. Usually Tariq talks to Tommy in a different way. That's why I'm thinking Diana, not too many he would call them. Again, it's just bad writing. They wanted to act like it was mysterious. It is Tommy. It's Tommy. He's going to go see Tommy. So
they should have just showed Joseph's face. At least it's like just 1 second. That's all you need. Like bring Joseph back.
Like the Mustang driving.
Yeah.
No,
you don't need talk. You don't need talking. The Mustang drives up to the park. He just jumps in. You don't even see the driver. You just see him get into the Mustang, and you're like, oh, they're about to go do this shit. And they just ride off into the sunset. He says, hey, no, we're going to California. Why? I don't know. I was supposed to go there.
That would have been awesome. That would have been awesome. If they
You know what I would have liked, just thinking about current events and what's going on. What is it, in Lebanon or
Hey. Don't get my video taken down, Jamani.
I'm just saying, there's pagers and phones that are exploding. If that phone just exploded right in Tariq's hand, and that was the post-credit scene,
then that would have been Elisa Marie, because she went to school and figured out explosives. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, we could do this.
Or Felicia's kid. It would have been Felicia's kid.
What's up, Stacey?
Lisa Marie hired Effie to build a robot pager exploding device.
Yes.
That she had the detonation for. And she's sitting at home and she places the call and then he answers and she like, pew.
Wow. Gerard Butler in a lawful citizen, I think so. Yeah. Right?
Well, he
abiding citizen. Or was that law-abiding
citizen?
Yeah.
That shit was epic. Like I was like, that's what we need. We need the MacGyver. We need the fucking MacGyver, but murdering kind. I was like, I would say that was probably the weakest season. But just in general, the show was shit. He killed his father for less, David. Again, he killed his father because his father left his family for another woman. I mean, I understand. I mean, I wouldn't have killed my dad per se, you know what I'm saying? But the
woman is dead already, though. So what was the sense of him killing her?
What's up?
I'm like, the woman was dead the season before. So he decides, oh, well, she's already dead and that's already closed. So I'm going to kill you anyway.
I know sometimes you don't get around to it. Kane wasn't a magician. Effie was there and took him after he got shot.
But
Effie was not at the airport. Like this fucker escaped police custody at the airport. Like that didn't make any kind of sense. Like Batman just walked past all those cops and bleeding, mind you, and they're like, oh my God, where did he go? He just followed the blood trail.
No, he's not just at the airport. He's on the tarmac.
Like he's bleeding all over the tarmac. Also, wait. This is another thing. Fuck Davis's character. So he's like, look here, Noma was gonna snitch on who I don't get, but anyway, she was the true target of your investigation. So these two criminals who had guns in their hands and whose brother killed your witness is gonna testify against this dead woman. And somehow everybody's going to walk away from this because Noma was the true subject of your investigation. No, she wasn't. She wasn't even on the board. Like, I went to season 3, episode 10. She wasn't even a suspect. Like, Tariq and Monet were at the top of the pyramid of this RICO scheme bullshit. She wasn't even known. Kiss my ass. This doesn't even make sense.
They just needed a reason to bring Blanca back because she, you can't have a season finale if Blanca
without Blanca.
Well, I have to say that I actually enjoyed seeing both of those ladies, Jenny and Blanca. They look very pretty, and I enjoyed the fact it was the nostalgia of it. It was, you know what I'm saying? Like it took me back to what I loved, which was Power, like the very beginning, right? These two characters are that's our association, right? You know what I'm saying? So for me, I understand why people didn't like it, but for me, it just brought me back to the original. And it didn't make a lot of sense. It wasn't perfect, but I like that those actors all together in one room the dialogue was good. The dialogue was good. I thought.
I agree. Seeing them was good.
But as far as Davis's character, that whole him killing somebody last episode meant nothing.
Yes,
absolutely. Didn't we talk about that too? Because why was Davis, who supposedly his brother went to jail because Davis killed someone and his brother went to jail for him? Why was Davis so nervous killing the security guy?
It made
no sense.
It made no sense. Also, just remember if I remember correctly, his brother killed Shane and then killed himself, right?
Yes.
Because he was dying of some kind of right. Yeah. Do you know that in season 3, episode 10, they fingered Monet for Shane's murder? Not Davis, at least. I was like, what? Like, why would you? What? I was like, they blame Monet. I was like, this don't make no kind of sense. Like, what are you doing? The show wasn't gonna have Diana shoot a kid. I hear you. Very like, that may be going too far. But, like, maybe the kid just has an accident, like, off camera. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to kill the kid on camera, but, like, maybe off camera. That's right. Maybe he just falls over the thing. Maybe he remembers the young woman that was in his house when his mama died. Oh, real quick. I want to get back to this Carter bullshit. So, Nico, a dirty cop, is offended that his dirty boss killed a cop that would have sent them both to jail. I just want to make sure that I'm going down to.
I think it's the blue wall of silence or whatever. Like, no innocents get killed. Remember that was their motto before. No innocents. So Kamal was an innocent.
He was a cop. He was a fellow cop
that would have sent them to fucking jail.
It doesn't matter. They could have handled it without killing him. That's what it is. It's a thin blue line. They have that brotherhood. Cops have brotherhood where you do not kill each other. And remember, Nico was suspecting something was going on when the other cop all of a sudden was in a car accident, and he was looking like, So what really happened? Maybe ask Carter what really happened to her, and he was like, "Well, it's a car accident, man." And Nico was like, "Something's wrong."
Kim, I would have understood 100%. If Nico would have turned on Carter, finding out that he assisted in covering up the murder of their partner, that would have made 100 complete sense. Like, I would have went you on that one. But this, because being about the cop being killed is one thing, but also the ballistic doesn't make any sense. Braden says basically Carter used his service weapon to kill Tate's brother, and we have the murder weapon to imply that the gun that Carter currently has on him is the murder weapon. But that's not true, because Carter shot him with another gun and then put that gun on the Russian and said, run the ballistics, run the forensics. That's what he said, run the forensics, because he wanted it to connect to that old boy's murder. So there's no fucking way that they would have ran that and go, oh, wait a minute, this is your service weapon. So what? Like, I was like, how did you come up with this stupid ass storyline? Like, this doesn't make any sense.
This is why we should have had a picture of Corey Deshawn, the single person who wrote this episode, because that's a big plot hole.
Yo, I was like, what dirty cop be stupid enough to kill somebody with his own service weapon and not think that shit's not going to connect once they run the ballistics? Yeah.
Like, I was like, I didn't even know what he was doing in the evidence room. I was like, he's going from box. I was like, I don't even know what he's doing, because it doesn't make any sense.
He's switching the actual ballistics, but you already matched the gun, buddy. Like, you did that. Like, you saw him pull out the burner gun in the back of in the small of his back when he killed that dude. Like I said before, when Courtney Kemp left, that's when the show stopped making sense. She was the best showrunner when adding somebody else messes up episodes that originally made sense. I mean, we do love Courtney Kemp. Again, I would say there's parts of book 1, especially the last 5 episodes, that were kind of like shaky, but not as bad as this. Like, they were just pulling shit out their asses. And like this, none of this makes any kind of sense. He was talking to Tommy. I think we all agree on that, except for Kim. This be stupid shit. Go, please. 2-Bit was a good character. They should have just killed him. Him coming back at the food store was stupid. Where the fuck? That was unnecessary. Almost an insult to this character.
It was just man.
You're talking about 2-Bit. What about Paz?
What happened? Okay, we just need to list characters that why the fuck does this even happen? Paz came back for no reason, went nowhere. Salim is still decaying inside his parents' house. That bitch Diana made no effort to even go check on this dude, right? Like, hey, he's dead as fuck. Like, I mean, no one. Zion is
he's
still
actually liquid right
Salim, now. Right? Forget about just his Manhattan house or whatever. They basically tore up his Connecticut house too. Remember when he was trying to kill Diana there?
That's what I'm so like. No one even goes to check on this poor dude and his dead body. To be fair, doesn't Tariq always call him Uncle Tommy? Yes, but again, just bad writing. Just bad writing. They wanted to be mysterious, but it didn't make sense. I thought Tariq and Braden were going to bring Carter's wife's clothes in front of him, and Carter was going to become unhinged. That never went anywhere. Carter's wife really meant nothing. Exactly. This whole wife story meant Paz meant nothing. Wife meant even less. So I'm like, Junior's murder meant nothing. Like that didn't mean shit.
That would have been a great thing to use instead of Zion's murder, like with the cameras. Even though yes, I know they pinned the murder of Junior on some other random dude or whatever that Tariq wound up taking down. That would have made more sense. So like that's how you would have wrapped it up, was where all of a sudden there is a camera of Tariq taking out Junior. And then that's the one they would have had to get rid of. Not Zion. Who gives a shit? Like, really, Zion?
Yeah.
Like, no. Yeah. Like that would have kind of made it come full circle. You know what I mean with Junior. But then, like you said, it just became a useless plot point. You know what I mean? Just to bring in Carter. Yeah.
Also, 3 kids, 3 grown adults. The best memory they could come up with their mother is her telling them to shut the fuck up. That's I'm trying to understand this. They're like,
she did say that
what
a
did
lot,
Mama
though,
first say to you? Shut the fuck up and move those drugs. I love Mama. I miss Mama. Yeah. Mama choked the shit out you, Diana. Like, I went back and watched this show. She choked that girl out a few times. Like, she tried to kill Kane a few times. The only person she loved was Drew. That's it. Like, those other 2 kids were suspects. Anyway, Stacey, thoughts. What do you want to see happen? What you got?
Most of this was, I had some positives.
Oh shit.
Wow. Let's hear it.
Oh, wow.
I was glad this season was not filled with Drew either fucking somebody in the ass or getting fucked in the ass. That was my positive. No? Oh, okay.
Okay, anything else?
All right, okay, my bad. Okay, so she said was not a thing. She wanted him to say, I can't quit
we
you.
Did not see, even in prison, I just knew we were gonna get like the Nick Boys thing. But no, it was just
it's funny you bring that up because again, it was implied that the guy he went to go kill did get in the ass. Like it was implied that somebody was getting something, but it wasn't Drew. Like I thought he was going to take over prison. You know what I'm saying? You know, with the penis and the rope. I was like, let's just see where this goes.
Put your hand in my pocket. Put your hand in my pocket. I'm a booty warrior. I thought this was some
wild shit. It could have been Kane who Tariq was. Nope. Talked to because we never.
Why would you say that? Tariq don't see Kane as family.
No, that's absolutely no. Like I'm sorry, like Diana makes more sense. I can't.
What if it was Kate Egan? Kate Egan calls and says Tommy's in trouble.
Okay, it's still Tommy related.
That's better.
And that's better. That's better. That's better. That's better. Because
I can't picture him talking to Kate like that. Like,
I didn't know Tariq's name. Did she call him like Tyrone or something? I don't.
Yeah, she didn't. Yeah, she was Also, so bad writing. I've said for book 1 is that Ghost would leave anything to Kate. Like I've said this many times, and I will say it again. That was horrible to be like he loved her so much to be like, here's a cut of some money. Fuck you.
I think that's, you know how Tommy is. I think I might be, even though Kate, they both were on drugs or what have you, but yeah, Tommy you know, he might get caught up in something or whatever. They'll seize his assets. I'll just give it to Kate, and he can get it from Kate. It'll be in safe legal hands.
No, I thought it's Kate to when Ghost needed a mother figure in his life, Kate was there. And even though she's not the best mother, she was at least there for him. And like even he knows she's a cokehead and all those different things, but Ghost always still had love for Kate. Like he did. They didn't show them together a lot, but that was like his surrogate mother. And so him leaving her money, I don't know, you talk about this like every single year. I don't think that people leave money sometimes to coworkers that you'd be like, why are you leaving me money? But it happens. You don't know people's relationship. And with as close as Tommy and Ghost were, I don't see why you don't see that Kate was around Ghost and why he cared enough to make sure that she would have a good life. Like, I don't understand why you don't think that that's normal.
Maybe she called his dead daughter Regina. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Like, she wasn't around. She wasn't.
It was weird. Anyway, again, we discussed it before. We'll see what happens when Tariq ends up in Force. I want to see Tariq in Force and see when he dies. And like I said, because it's coming. Carter and Noma aren't loyal at all. They give you faster. They give you what faster than TikTok shorts. I was like, I don't know enough about TikTok, but I'll say that's funny. But thank you. I'm sorry. That's not me. How did it make sense for Tariq to work with Noma's? Thank you. What the fuck? So
yeah.
Okay. Off camera, Davis met Noma's brother, then established a relationship to the point that he's like, hey, I got this kid, and I do mean kid, that you can work with, and he alone is going to run all your drugs across the entire New York City. And again, no one makes an effort to look up Tariq's resume just to see, like, how good are you at this drug dealing thing? And that every single one of his operations have been exposed in less than 2 weeks. Every single one of them. And then he's doing the same shit again, the exact same thing again. And I'm like, stop it.
Not the same exact thing, but in the same exact place.
No, he's doing the same thing. He's doing course correct again.
Yeah, I'm saying, but it's in the same exact place as well.
This is ignorance. Like, how the fuck who wrote this stupid shit? And then how is Braden gonna take over the fight clubs plural? There's only one fight club, and that was Carter's club. So off camera, Nico now works for Tariq. That's what they want you to believe. Nico has given Carter's whole operation to Tariq for what reason? Who's the random black cop that dropped off that bag of money to Nico from Tariq, I guess?
Who knows?
I have no idea.
Exactly. Like, what the fuck is happening? Like, who are you? Anyway, I just saw.
He must be. Maybe Nico's the new Carter. I guess Nico is the new Carter, and he's.
But who is Carter? Like, what did Carter actually do? Like, we saw him rough up some random ass drug dealer. I guess.
Yeah, I guess it's supposed to establish just like Carter's crooked. Now Nico's the new Carter. Now he's crooked, and his new partner, that guy you saw, was able to probably stole some money from some drug dealers or whatnot. I don't know.
It just shows once again they were setting up a season 5.
Right. Yeah.
And it just didn't come through. I'm just waiting for Ghost and Tommy's origin story at this point. Let's not do that.
They can, you know, I think it's gonna be better than this. So, like, you know,
that's a bad comparison. That's a bad comparison. Book 3. Do you want a Ghost and Tommy version of Book 3? That's what you're asking for. Ghost and Tommy in high school, starting a hip hop group. Angie around, but he don't get the draws, and then Angie goes to Choate at some point, and then Tommy gets a redhead girlfriend for a couple of seasons, and that doesn't work out, and then you still don't see Ghost's dad because that's not a thing, and Breeze never shows up. So, like, I feel like that's what book 3 is going to be. Like, I mean, that's what book 5
and then they're going to screw up. I feel like if they do an origins, they're going to screw up and they're going to forget what they wrote, and then all of a sudden, because what's going to happen is you're going to see Tommy meeting his dad or whatnot, and then you realize, wait a minute, Tommy never met his dad until like they're going to screw up. They're going to screw up. That's the problem. That's why it's so dangerous to do it.
Y'all. Yep. And then we're gonna do what we do with book 3 and be like, what the fuck are we watching?
Absolutely.
And then we gotta be like, they're just making up stuff at this point. Yep. All the future products will disappoint us because they're making it like Young and the Restless meets Marvel Studios. I like the Marvels. Anyway, mothers sacrificing themselves. This seems to be a theme. Book 1 ended with Tasha sacrificing herself to save Tariq. Book 2 ends with Monet sacrificing herself to save Kane. Book 3 will end with Rock sacrificing herself to save fucking Kanan. That's where we're going.
And then who's the female that's going to be sacrificing themselves in Force?
Kate.
Yep.
Kate will die. She will die for Tommy. It won't. It may not be she goes out in a gun blaze of glory. That'd be a bit much for Kate, but she will die for Tommy.
But this will be the same exact show because you had Monet wake up in the hospital, and Kate will wake up at the scene is in 3 opening in the hospital, and then as you're saying, will die towards the end of the season.
I thought she was gonna die with the cancer treatment. Was she having cancer or some shit?
No, or she overdosed. I think she overdosed, didn't she?
Yeah, she overdosed.
Yeah. Okay. She overdosed because her grandson.
Behind his back. I thought. Anyway, I thought she had something.
Yeah,
but I feel like that's where we're going. That's
it was the whole thing. She was talking about the Tommy and JP. Well, I'm trying to get clean and stuff like that. And then once something happened with DJ,
Tommy gave her the drug. Tommy gave
her the drug,
and then she thought that Tommy killed her grandson. And then that's what made her go over the edge. So if anything, she might die for him for her own grandson.
Okay, all right. To try to switch it, or maybe we'll finally meet his mama. Since we didn't meet this woman, and then she becomes a drug kingpin, and then she dies for her.
And it'll be someone else from The Sopranos. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, wait a minute! Thank you. That made no fucking sense. It went nowhere. Stop it. Anyway, I hope she got a lot of subscribers. Michael Rainey said in the interview that if he had to play Tariq until he was 50, he would. So maybe he's gaslighting. I mean, it just.
He says a lot though, because like the interview that I read, he said that he wants to move on from.
Yeah.
So, but Kim, let's be real. If he ain't getting no roles, he's gonna want to get those paychecks.
Yeah.
He's gonna want to get those paychecks.
I mean, hopefully he doesn't get like that because there are actors who have that. Like Robert Downey Jr. is rumored to be back doing in that world of what is it, DC Marvel, right? Marvel.
Yeah.
Marvel. Because nobody can get him out of that box that he's in. You know what I'm saying? Of just being Iron Man. And this is Robert Downey Jr., a brilliant actor.
I was gonna say no, Kim. That's different. Kim, it's how much they're paying this dude. They're paying Robert Downey Jr. the amount you pay a freaking small third world country. Okay, that is the amount. That is different than what's going on here. Not because we know Downey got in range and he's done different stuff.
So Chris, look at it this way, right? If you really think about how long Amari Hardwick has been whining about Ghost's death, it's been too long now, sir. You need to move on. What the problem is that his moving on is not working. Right? And so therefore, he's still trying to, tell people, well, if I would have done it this way, I would have done it this way, thinking that someone is going to give him the money to come back. Well, that hasn't worked out.
Yeah. So I think that people are asking him about it a lot because there's nothing else for people to ask him about in these interviews.
But he's got a lot of projects going on, but nobody cares about those projects.
But you're proving the point, though. You're proving the point that, like, I feel that's what Rainey is going to run into, because when you see Rainey, you don't think of anything else except this. Like, at least for Amari did stuff even before Power. You know what I mean? Ironically enough, he's not able to.
Was it Barbershop 3? Wasn't he in Barbershop 3?
He
wasn't.
did a couple stuff. Yeah, he did.
No, Michael Rady Jr.
Tyler
Michael Rady
Perry.
Jr. was in Barbershop 3.
He was in one of Tyler Perry's movies with Janet Jackson for colored women. He was in.
Oh
that.
yeah, I didn't mean Michael Rady Jr. Like Michael Rady Jr. was in.
No, I'm talking about Amari Hardwick.
Oh
yeah, I was saying, so he could go back. He could do Barbershop 4. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's options.
Yeah, it was gonna be like direct to Amazon Video or something.
He did Barbershop 4 and then replaced Nicki Minaj with Megan Thee Stallion because they gotta keep the hip hop rapper woman new and current. So like, or that's what I'm saying.
And David,
so, like,
you know what? And then he can also do House Party 4. You know what I mean? He could just do House Party 4, I guess too.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, what was that, Stacey?
Like in TV shows and movies, those are doing pretty well.
But to your point, I think Effie would be the one in the biggest pickle because like I think all she does is power and a music video. So I would love to see what Effie does post power.
I think Effie's gonna be fun. Effie's gonna be
using her character though.
Huh?
I think Effie's gonna be all right. And and let's be real, it's mostly a gender thing. Let's be real. Usually women have a much better chance of breaking out of stuff than men do, especially if you're talking about men that are like, that's the first face you see in a show, whatnot. That's why was it the girl who played Hermione in the Harry Potter films, she's been able to do a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, yes, and then the guy who played Harry Potter, yes, Daniel's doing other stuff too, but she's kind of she's kind of breaking out a little bit more than Daniel is. So
yeah,
and also Amari Hardwick was the face of Ghost.
To Carrie Fisher.
Ghost. Like Amari Hardwick is Ghost, right?
Yeah.
We cannot get away from that. Every time you see a poster, he is on the front of it. Even if Michael Rainey is somewhere in a corner of it, you know what I'm saying? So he cannot get away from this character. It's like a catch-22. Like it made his career, but it also ruined his career because he can't get away from it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that doesn't happen with Michael Rainey. Unfortunately, it may happen.
I feel because even when we see him and we go, oh, that's so and so, like it's hard. And like you said, if you get an iconic character, like it's hard to break out of it. Like Bryan Cranston, to his credits, right, did Malcolm in the Middle, but then he became like Walter White.
Yes.
But even after Walter White, he was able to move on. Like people don't go next. We didn't watch Your Honor and go, look, that's Walter White. He was able to do different things, and you have to move stuff around, or you get stuck. You get typecast. It's called. You do the same shit. Ray Liotta played an Italian thug pretty much his whole career because it was different thugs, but it was pretty much the same guy.
Yeah, yeah.
So but sometimes you can do that. Like the Latino dude with the machete. Like sometimes you stick to that.
But Ray Liotta decided to embrace it. Because he was a character actor, and so he was like, you know what? If that's the character that pays me the money, that's what I'm gonna do. But unfortunately, that you really? I wouldn't want that for Michael Rainey. I would want him to have more range than that. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I think of all three, I think Braden will have the best chance because he wasn't like front and center, like he was a side character. Yeah. Like, and therefore I think he has to be like, you're there, but you weren't the guy. You weren't the guy on the poster. So he may have a better ability. And also, anyone gets a spin-off. I still feel like Braden was the show. Like if this was the final season and Tariq left with his family, like he squirreled some money away. He's like, you know what, my mom and I are gonna start a legit business. I'm out this shit. Effie leaves off with Kane and she's out this shit, but Braden is the last one standing. That would have made sense to me because Braden started this thing from the beginning, from Choke. He was the one who was like, I'll buy your drugs for $10, and then he sold them. He built so many businesses, but he's like, this is me though. He did the street life. He did the school life. I mean, he was the hands. He did the hands.
He also needs other characters to feed off of though. Braden is not a standalone character.
But like I thought he could have been like maybe he and Diana for some reason. Since him and Effie had beef, if him and Diana were like, we're gonna do something together. I don't know if it would be a show. I don't think it would have been a show, but like to be like, that's how they write them off. Like they're not dead, but they're running off into the future, something. Like be like, okay, so that's their story. But Tariq,
I mean, as quiet as it's kept, I love Joseph Sikora. I do. But Joseph Sikora has done a lot of movies and a lot of things. Now before he was Tommy, he had great performances, right? But now that he played Tommy, unfortunately, when I see him in anything else,
I can't see you past.
He's Tommy.
He's Tommy.
Even when he did Ozark, he was like a bitch ass Tommy. He was still Tommy. Like but like to your point, he does other things. But it's like it just doesn't hit well with the audience. Like like he did Fear, I think he did, or something like that.
God, that was a terrible movie.
You know, right? Like
I didn't even get a chance to watch it.
It was terrible. Like even Joseph Sikora's acting was bad. I was why?
Man.
Yeah.
Damn. I was like, this shit. Oh, hold up. David, y'all hating off Michael canceling your show early. Ely. Oh, can't your show. Ely. Hey. He killed this season literally.
Yeah, Michael Ely didn't kill this show.
No. It was already killed.
Well, again, also not true. When they filmed the season, they canceled it after the season, before the season came out, but it was already filmed. But Michael Ely still holds the title.
I don't know. This doesn't count. I'm sorry. This doesn't.
Oh, no. He holds the title, Stacey. He holds the title, bro. You will not find a show that he's stayed on.
He's getting out of prison and going to Chicago, and then that show be over.
And then he will kill Force. He will kill Force. Like that's what I want. I want him to be the villain in Force. I wanted to find out that Tommy's the one that sold the drugs that killed his wife or some bullshit. And they're like, I'm holding all y'all responsible. Like, I need him to go to that show. I need him to go to From. And then that show gets canceled. And he just keeps going. And it's like, oh shit. like, he just brings death. He gets into the DeLorean and he time travels to fucking 1994 and he cancels Power Book 3.
Michael Ely is probably watching this right now. He's probably hate us right now.
He's like, shit, how is this? It's like, I was like, how do I do it? I don't know. He needs to come back alive and cancel Reasonable Doubt. I think they at least made Tasha more likable. That's because she wasn't on screen that often, or at least not as completely hateable. Again, I don't see why she was hateable. Like, I mean, I'm sorry for book one. I just don't see it. Like, she dealt with a cheating ass, abusive husband, and then she did someone manipulate her son into killing the dude. But I mean, Ghost was unhinged, right? Like he had to get put down one way or the other. Like he was not doing well. So I don't know. But again, he
was out of the life. He was lieutenant governor. Like, what was the reason to kill him anymore?
And he was moving to a new woman. I'm just like, I can understand. And then he killed Silver. I mean, he just had a lot of things going on.
Tasha was so enterprising in book one, but now she had a daycare center and all this other type of stuff. Now she can't do anything but like stock shelves, and she needs Tariq to set her up. And like,
and I have a question about that, because when she was in WITSEC, the first time or the second time we saw her, she was getting a college degree.
Yes.
So she was doing it from home. She was doing online college. So what the heck happened?
Exactly, Kim. I'm saying, like, she, in theory, she went back to finish her finance degree, right? Yeah. Remember, right? So I thought she's setting herself up. She's gonna start a business. Now she's working at Home Depot. Fucking Tariq whoops her manager's ass. That never went anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And then now she's like, oh, baby, you gonna take care of us? Where is Big Mama? Where is Yaz? If this was the final season, the final scene, where is the family? Like, what?
Yeah, we already know it wasn't the final season. Remember, we already.
I'm just, but that's why I was like, you can't tell me this was the last time if Yaz is not 30 years old and she's like, why? How did I get here? What happened to Janet? She went to the wedding. She was at the wedding. Where was she when Monet got murdered?
I don't know, because she's insignificant to me. So I don't know.
I'm just like, her son is running around with a machine gun killing people. Where is your mama? Like, when Diana's standing at the table, like she's about to sit down in Monet's throne, shouldn't Janet be there to be like, hey, girl, like, we're something, like, where the fuck happened to her? Like,
they couldn't pay for her to be in episode 10, so.
They just, what happened?
The interviews meant nothing. She kept making all these interviews and it meant nothing. Golden Brooks, like she kept making all these interviews about power. It's just like she was gonna play like a main part
character or something.
Like, it was just Ridiculous.
It was fucking stupid, y'all.
Well,
I mean,
but okay, her doing interviews is not on her. She's told to do interviews, and they set it up for her. So I mean, it's not her fault.
No,
I'm
what
just like,
was stupid was those flashbacks. That meant, like, I guess
nothing.
you're foreshadowing the fact that Monet was gonna die, and we should have all seen the writing on the walls, but they didn't have to make it that obvious.
But it meant nothing. You saw a drug dealer mother teach her children how to deal drugs. Like that, there was the moment when again Kane was like, "Mama took care of me." Did any of you watch the interview? I didn't watch it, so just for the record. But supposedly he believes that Kane, the character, got molested.
Yeah, they said that. They said that was part of his story.
I've been hearing that.
They said that was part of. But the guy who plays in Woody,
yeah,
said that was part of the story. That was part of his story, and that Monet saved him from that. Like she helped him with that. But they never let us know that was part of his story ever.
I thought it was going to show like a flashback.
See, that would have been a flashback to be like or being a good mother, just being a good mother. I mean, damn it!
Like she was never a good mother. She had her kids like selling drugs. They were like 6. I mean,
I was like, she had drugs in the Pampers.
Yes,
but they're like, Mama, and they made a point not to say Poppy. Not to say Lorenzo. They made a point in this episode to be like, all they knew was Mama. And I'm like, why didn't Janet become the sister who raised Zeke? Like, what happened to that sister? Like, I don't know. Are you taking notes, Stacey? I just
Hey, Stacey.
It's okay. I just want to know you're part of the family. If you got something to say, just I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you. I just love to see your hair. It's fine. Hey guys. Noma was the worst. Has the worst bodyguards ever. They couldn't protect Anya from getting kidnapped, and they weren't even around when she got killed by the Colombian of all time. So okay, when she got killed. To your point. Before she got magically murdered by the sniper Colombiana that Diana became, kiss my ass.
You know what? I was thinking the same thing, but let me tell you, there was something about the scene that I loved, though. Even though it was the most unrealistic ever. I was like, this chick does not know how to shoot. She can't even chew gum and walk, okay? So there was no way she could just, absolutely hit that girl.
Damn.
But I still loved the scene. I thought it was well acted, and I thought, and Noma, that actress, she took it there.
She
when
did.
She was crying and holding her child, and the disbelief in her eyes, in her everything that actress did was on point.
Yeah.
If your loved one, your child is dead like that, like a shot like that, I thought she did a brilliant job. Like it was, she showed every emotion you should show.
Yeah. It was, and again, I truly did not see that coming because again, it didn't really make a lot of sense. But it was beautiful to see Noma's reaction. Like that made her like personable. That made her like likable, and it's like hers. But again, they made zero effort to really build their relationship to be like that. This was something to be like, oh my god, my daughter's gone. Like that, I didn't. The back did not get to the
connection.
But also, if she would have had a long range weapon or something, it was. I'm like, wow. That is, if you're that kind of marksman, you just shoot a little bit higher and hit your main target in the arm. Noma should at least have the arm sling. Like she should have got shot. Right, Stacey, right? The arm sling at this point.
Kane should have had one too.
Yo, he didn't even have the arm sling. Damn it! Like that's how you do it. Like shit. Like that's how I was like. If I would have saw Noma with the arm sling, I was very irritated with all that. Yes, Yaz and Tasha are terrible characters. They should have been murdered to change characters.
Damn.
They changed Tariq into the apex predator. I was like, again, let's go down this road, Plex. Diana finds out what Tasha did, kills Tasha. And now Tariq is like, I'm really gonna kill this bitch this time, and like he's hunting for her. And now it's like Diana versus Tariq or whatever. Like, and then that would have been.
I would have liked that too. I would have liked that.
I was like, that would have been that. It would have been something. And I love Colombiana actually. If you're referring to become a name in the last 4 episodes. Yes, like they rushed Diana's transformation or whatever the fuck. Like I mean, there were. there to get her to the end, and I'm like, you could have developed this a little bit better. If that was the goal to set her up for season 5, like it would have been, again, give her a crew. It just didn't make a lot of sense. Having 2-Bit on this show was a waste of time. Absolutely.
Yeah.
What was the point of bringing this back if you ain't gonna use him? Absolutely. Like, it's like, I don't know if they're teasing him or teasing us. Like, if Courtney Kemp is like, he can only get 5 minutes an episode, and that's every other season, and like it's her way of getting back at him.
Unfair. It was a way to get fans to watch. That's all it was, and it was unfair to fans to do that because we're expecting more from 2-Bit. And we love 2-Bit. He's a great character. And then you bring him on every couple of months or once a year. And we're expecting more than that. And you never get it. And so you continue to watch thinking that you'll get more and you don't. So it was a cheap trick.
Yeah. Two characters that I thought were going to get some comeuppance. I thought Paz was going to kill Tariq in revenge for her son, Junior. Going back and watching season book 1. And Paz's episode when she was like, like I was like, if Lisa Marie doesn't do it, and I doubt she's gonna do it, just to be realistic, right? I would love to see Paz be the one that puts down Tommy. And Tariq at this point, like that would be a good number 2. That would be an excellent number 2. And then Blanca arrests her, like she drops the gun and she's like, I'm good. And then
that would be good too.
So Blanca finally puts the cuffs on these 2 people. Finally. And Paz comes up and shoots them both at the courthouse. This has been done before. This ain't new, but like, and then she's like, you got me now. It's fine.
Like New Jack City. They could you know what I'm saying? Like they can do that little thing, like when they arrest both Tommy and Tariq or whatever.
Yes.
And they in the courthouse and boom, there's Paz. To shoot both of them.
Or Harvey Oswald.
Oh, yeah. I don't get that. Hold up.
Kennedy.
Oh yeah, I have to open the grassy knoll. That would be Diana, since she's an expert sniper now. She kills Tasha when she finds out that Tasha's the one that shot at Monet. His brother killed. Yeah, his brother. That's right. So that's right. Red Man killed Sax and then killed himself. But if you go back again, I was trying to figure out if Noma was on the suspect board. They put arrows on who they thought was responsible for certain murders, and it was crazy that they said that Monet was a suspect in Sax's murder. Well, they know who killed him because he's dead at the scene. Like, so I was like, how did y'all do that? And then, so I didn't understand any of that. What happened to Pinky?
Yeah, that was a good character, and they didn't bring it back.
They
didn't bring her back.
Like that, and then before Noma, again, not that she gave a fuck about Mecca, but like again, if they would have brought in Noma correctly, Noma would have killed Pinky because she's the one that sold the ring, and and that would have brought her back to Davis, and that would have met Davis and Noma fucking meant nothing. Yeah, Tariq and Anya's fucking meant nothing. Like I was like, why is any of this happening? I do not.
It was for Kim. It was for Kim. That's what.
I get it. I'm sorry, my fault.
Yes. Yes.
I did not need to see Tariq in a twin size bed ever again. Just not again. Just get a bigger bed. Just get a bigger bed, and then I'll be fine. I'll be absolutely fine. If Nico just gonna turn him in, you would understood. Okay, so I again that would have been better flushed out because also that's right. Thank you for Nico should have killed Carter. He had to know that if Carter's facing decades in prison, right? He's snitching. He's snitching on everybody he can get his hands on, and that includes the entire RICO that he was a part of that he created. So this bullshit that he's a dirty cop, so he won't be trusted. Yes, he will, because he's turning evidence on himself and he gets immunity. That's what happens to these types of witnesses. And Nico should have put a bullet in his head immediately. Like this, it doesn't make any kind of sense.
That would make more sense that Carter turns like federal evidence and helps take down Tariq while he's in Chicago, and it leads Blanca to Tariq, and he's with Tommy, and then they all get brought down together.
Yes, Like, I mean, that's the kind of level with this. I'm sorry, but I laughed at Diana killed Anya, and she said now she knows. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that dialogue. I don't. So if Anya saw Diana, since she was standing right there, pulled the gun out and tried to kill fucking Noma, and Anya sacrifices herself for her mother. Now this is a different scene, and this makes sense, and this shows character development. That Anya was after all.
I think what Diana was saying was she wanted Anya to feel the pain of losing someone that she loved, like Monet. Diana loved Monet, and she's dead, and your mother killed her. So guess what? I'm gonna kill you so that your mother feels the pain of you dying.
But it was just 10 episodes ago that she was killing. She was ready to kill Monet.
Yeah, episode 1, y'all. But again,
family is family. They are a dysfunctional family. One minute they love each other, next minute they want to kill each other. That's just how. That's how they love.
It's like the frames like nobody gets to kill my own brother but me.
Exactly.
Oh man, you taking this back to Wolverine Origins? don't bring that shit up. but again, true. But again, as we talked about, then in theory, as Chris pointed out, then Diana would have killed Felicia's son, and like we weren't. I mean, that would have been hard to watch. But I would say just between I think Anya, and that would have been better between Anya and Noah. That would make a little bit more sense than her purposely trying to kill the. Or remember the Shy. Remember that? That's what they should.
I remember that crazy show.
Like no, you saw last season when fuck, what was his name? The new villain. Got to get on my nerves.
Not
the sex trafficker.
The sex trafficker. The one that was with Keisha.
Oh my gosh, I can't think of his name.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
What is his name?
Remember when he killed? Huh?
It said it starts with N or something like that.
Nuck, if you book.
No,
that's
Nuck. Yep, there you go.
Nuck kills old woman's son and then throws his dead body in front of the doorstep. That would have been better. Like fucking Diana kills Anya, and then drops her dead body in front of the thing. Like that would have been better than her doing some sniper bullshit. To be like, boom, here you go, like special delivery. I thought that would have been a lot hardcore. Like I would have took that like, oh shit.
And then at that point, she would be kind of Monet. She would be kind of on Monet's level in a
way. Yeah. So I thought that would have been a much more baller scene. I'm late. I gotta watch y'all from the beginning. Well, thank you for coming.
Hit that rewind button.
Hit the rewind button. Watch it.
Subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit all the buttons.
Hit all the buttons.
Share the video.
The writers need to hire viewers or reviewers to sit right in the room. The plot holes are, and continuity. It's bad. They were trying to rush through this thing for whatever reason, and it did not go well. Robert Downey Jr. also has like 30 years of experience already. Also, but he also experienced the post-Marvel thing where he wasn't as big as he thought he was. He won an Oscar. He well deserved. But he also was not getting the same type of stuff I think he thought he was gonna get. And so he's like, let me go back to the money train. And the money train was waiting for him. So it all worked out for both parties. All right, he is happy to get that someone that will pay him $100 million. So Dr. Dolittle was shit. Amari was for Curly Girls. I did not watch that. That seemed very
in there as Janet Jackson's husband, who
you have not seen
and gave her AIDS.
I'm not watching that movie.
No, you have to see the scene because people play that one scene over and over again.
Are you talking about
You're the one getting bent over? Huh?
Are you talking about the window scene?
No, not that. No, I'm talking about the scene with Janet Jackson and Roy Hartman. And she says, "So you bending people over?" No, I'm not. No, he said, "Are you getting bent over?" And she's like, "No, I'm not getting bent over by people." He's like, "So you the one that's getting bent over?"
Somebody's getting it from the back.
Classic.
This goes back to Drew.
I thought it was.
This goes back to Drew. Eventually, somebody got to get stuck. Anyway, yes, Tika Sumner, the movie Tika Sumner, and Tiffany Haddish, which was terrible.
Damn.
Yeah, it was really bad. It was so bad. Oh.
But now he's going to Starfleet. He's going to be in a Star Trek movie, so I look forward to watching that. He did the thing with Jennifer Lopez. He's trying to have range. Effie is gorgeous and gives Queen Pen vibes. she can build a career.
Yeah, sure. I think she can. I think
She's not. She didn't need to be. Yeah, she's not going to get stuck.
Yeah,
I hope not. Woody was Bobby Brown, and yeah. I mean, so like he.
Yeah.
Oh, Woody for sure is going to be. He's going to do theater. He's going to do movies. He is a well-rounded guy. Like he is very, very talented. He can dance. He can sing. Yeah, he'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, hell, I would even say I'm a little bit iffy about Braden. I don't even know if Braden's character can even necessarily get out of it. He has that look where it's like people just looking like, you're Braden. You know,
I think Joseph Sikora is also a trained theater actor. No, he has the chops. He has the chops. Like that's
he does.
He shows emotional range. Even in book one, like again, I thought his individual episode with Ghost was like by far the best. Like, and that's why they gave him the last moments with Ghost. Like his emotion that he showed talking to his dead friend was awesome. Like his scene with Lisa Marie was awesome. Like he's a great director.
What about David? What about his scene with Holly? When he
that
was brilliant.
Yes.
The mucus by itself, just the raw emotion and the mucus and the crying and the red face and all of that between the two of them. That was a phenomenal scene. Well acted scene. He did a great job. But he's Tommy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's Tommy. So.
What? David ate reading my comments, so I had to make. I was sure. I'm here. I'm doing what I can. Like I'm working through the comments. Like don't be
I'm about to say, hey Nikki, there's a lot of comments, Joe. There's a lot.
Like and we appreciate all of the. I promise you, I'm doing my best to get through this. Can we talk about Noma becoming I don't what snitching on who and on what?
Yeah,
I don't even understand
that. Carter, and she told Carter what was going on. Isn't that snitching?
No. She meant no. I think they were trying to say she was going to snitch to Blanca, and then like when she called the cops on Diana and them, she was going to snitch at that point. I think, and I'm like, you are the big fish. Like you can't snitch on your employees and don't think they're not going to like that. Didn't make any sense.
But
like,
she's not the big fish. Her brother's the big fish.
Yeah.
Remember?
And that bullshit came out of nowhere to be like, hello. I was like, what? What happened to the story of your poor mama that got, I don't know, murdered or raped or something? I don't know. No justice for the teacher, Tariq shot and killed in the park. Oh no. No justice for Carrie, who got randomly hung up there by Monet, which obviously physically did not happen. There's no
Jabari
up there.
Jabari was his name. Jabari.
Yeah.
Jabari.
Yeah.
So I mean, that dude meant nothing. It just also the last professor lives because he's white. I just want to throw that out there. Like the two black professors got murdered. White professor was all right because he don't mess with pops.
No, the one Tate was banging is still all right.
What? Oh, she left though. That's not the same thing. She walked up out of there like she was smart. Like she was like, but she don't mess around with the Pox students. You mess around with them, you get killed. Big butt Keisha, she don't know like has big butt. She took her implants out, I guess, because now she's a post mama. But I wonder what happened to her.
So did Lala. Have you seen Lala lately?
Oh yeah, she took her stuff out too.
She took her stuff out and she stopped getting her face filled in.
Yeah. But like Keisha was
too late for that.
I was like, oh wow, like now she in the gym. I mean, happy for her. Also, Ellie with her special needs acting. That was unnecessary. Yeah, she was
pointless.
I thought Brady was gonna come back and be like, "Baby, I love you." She like, I got sickle cell. And it's like, no, baby, it's okay.
So irritated. Oh my god,
it's gonna be all right. Like, she's like sickle cell.
Braden just needed some practice for his upcoming role in Supercell. That he was.
Shit, that's right. Thank you, Jamani. We're gonna find out that Ellie actually has superpowers, right? Which she will use to sell drugs like black people do, and then she's gonna do it in England. That's it, Jamani.
I am so confused.
Supercell 2.
Chris, I'm right along with you.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Me too.
Yes. Well, I'm saying because that's what sickle cell will create the super virus, and most of them were criminals, as we discussed in that review. So she does cocaine, and she's getting into selling it with her supercell. With her a supercell. Braden can't act. I disagree. I think it's bad writing.
Yeah,
I think it's bad writing for him. They give him the buffoon role, and therefore he plays the buffoon role. my own personal opinion.
Yeah, I was gonna say Braden's a good actor. He's good in this. It's just the part of the problem with him and Rainey is that they haven't really done much before this, and because this show is such a cultural phenomenon, all we just see them as just their characters. We don't even, most of us don't even know them by their real name. You know what I mean? Like Effie's gonna make it.
Giovanni.
Yeah,
I don't. He's Braden. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, like I forgot the young lady's name who plays Effie. She's gonna be fine. She's gonna be good.
Oh yeah, she will.
Yeah, she's gonna be good. I mean, I think even though I kind of always been shitting on Diana, I think she's gonna be good as well. You know, we already talked about Woody. You know what I mean? But those two in particular, yeah, man. Good luck, yo. I can understand.
What about the guy who plays Drew? What about the guy who plays Drew?
Drew, he's such a background character. Yeah, he can. He would have to cut his hair though. I don't know why. He looked kind of ridiculous with that thing. Yeah. But,
he made the Jesse Smollett.
David, I was thinking that.
You think I said too, right?
Damn it.
Right?
David,
I was like,
why you had to say that loud? Why are you in my mind right now?
Like, I knew it. Like, he was made for this role. He was born to play this role. Do y'all think that when Courtney Kemp left as showrunner, that the writers went downhill from there? I think yes. I think when 50 took over, like had more creative control, the shows went to shit. Like he went from like a bullets and booties perspective. He was like, this is what people want to see, and let's just shove that into these shows and people will watch. And I think BMF is a good example of that. Like it's not about storylines. It's like BMF, how many asses and how many gunshots can we have, and then we just different scene to scene.
But David, wait, Power was like that. Book 1 kind of was like that in the beginning though too. Let's not act like Courtney Kemp did not do that.
I submit that it was character development with a lot of fucking. Let me explain. It took 4 episodes for Tommy and Holly to start having sex. 4 episodes. You know what I'm saying? Like they developed the relationship. It took 5 episodes for Ghost to start banging Angie. Now, once they started, they were in it like every episode. Like, don't get me wrong, but they developed the relationship. That's what I'm saying. And the sex meant something. They were actual
you mean opposed to like the first episode of Force, and he meets this black girl on the bar, and then at the end, like, you know,
and I'm like, what are we doing with any of this? I don't know. And then that relationship meant nothing. It's just random titties. It's like, we got 5 more minutes, titties. I'm like, this is not helpful. This is not helpful. So that's what I'm saying. But no, there was a lot of like Game of Thrones, right? A lot of random titties, but like it meant something. Like with the whole brothel, like somehow it made sense. I think Diana in the kitchen scene reflecting came to terms for her future as a drug kingpin than a college graduate. Yes, we agree that that's what they were trying to do. We're just saying like her being mad doesn't really make a lot of sense. Like, who are you mad at? Like, are you mad at the chairs? Are you mad at your mama? Are you mad at your brothers? Like, who are you mad at? And you have no one to build this empire with. It's just you and your anger feelings. Who are you going to work for or work with? It doesn't. She needs therapy. Janet should have took her to Atlanta and got her some therapy to work through this shit. Like, no, losing her baby and then losing her mama and then her brother's walking away from her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like therapy. That's what she needs. Yes. Not another baby by Tariq. What the fuck? I feel Anya should have been pregnant. Just work with me on this. Anya should have been pregnant. No, back it up. As she was riding,
she did.
What? Oh, back it up. Oh, look at you, Chris. 2 points for you. And he wasn't using no condom, so he should have been like. Anyway, my point is, before she got murdered, she should have had a realization that it was Tariq and his white friend who murdered all those guards when she got on that private plane in episode 1. It was like, oh my God, you're a killer. Like, she somehow put that together. And she's like, oh my God, I think I'm pregnant with your baby.
And what I also noticed, how the hell did she know about Ghost's dad? She said something about our parents, like we gotta be better than our parents or some shit. I'm like,
exactly.
Okay, that just came out of nowhere. Like,
was that pillow talk? Maybe that was pillow talk. I don't know.
How does that even work?
Maybe that was on the twin bed pillow talk.
Hey baby, you know what happened? My daddy was a drug dealer. What? My dad was a drug dealer. That's how I paid for this school. Like, why do you have no base?
But maybe she meant because both their dads were dead. Maybe that's what she meant.
No, she meant drug dealing. Like,
I was gonna say,
Yeah, but I'm like, how did it made no sense for her not to have found out that Tariq was the one who killed her father? Because if you're gonna give the reveal,
Tariq
her father was, huh?
Tariq didn't kill her father.
Nah. Anya, I know, no, Noma did.
Noma killed her father.
Yeah. He was like a distraction because he got shot. Noma did. She walked up and shot him, right? When they were in the
she shot him. And then she admitted in this episode that she told her daughter, he had to go. She killed him.
Yeah. So I mean, Tariq was involved. Yes,
he was there because he worked for Noma, but he didn't kill the man.
Yeah, he didn't pull the trigger, but he did. He did. Like he was part of the setup, though. He was part of the setup.
He didn't know that. Remember, he did not know, and neither did Effie, that Noma was going to kill that man. They had no clue until she did it, and then they were like, "What the fuck?"
Lauren, I'm glad Lauren never came back. Because that really didn't make any damn sense. Like, I'm happy she just kind of rolled off. I thought somehow she was going to pop up for some damn reason. Like, also, she's pregnant, too. Well, I'm saying that Tariq just needs babies. He just needs random children all over the place. And then one of them is going to come back and kill him one day. Just like he did. Like, just one of them. I don't know. Because he was getting it. He was getting it. And one of them has twins. Lauren has twins. There you go. Also, we never even confirmed paternity. Let's start there. Like, Diana was pregnant, okay, but she had 2 dicks in her at one point. So one of them made it. So I'm like, we should have confirmed this. I'm not saying at the same time. I'm not saying this. I'm saying like this and then this.
We're just gonna go with the fact that it's Tariq. Okay, let's just.
I feel like we don't just accept that shit.
Maybe she was on the period.
I'm sorry. Did I go too far? Was that too far? Okay, that's what she said.
Woo!
That too far? Anyway,
wow. He could have gone the route of reasonable doubt and went for that test.
Oh man, damn it, Jamadi! Don't talk about that bullshit show. We're gonna do that tomorrow. Man, I hate that show.
I stopped watching it. Have
y'all watched it yet? Have you watched it?
I stopped.
You watched that bullshit?
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck.
I haven't watched it yet.
Okay. See, look, kid. Look. Fuck Lewis. That I can say that.
You haven't watched it because you're trying to delay the pain.
That's right, but you got to accept it. You got to accept it and just feel that bullshit. Anyway, I'm about to go to bed and eat some cookies. Anyway, guys, let's wrap it. Let's wrap this shit up.
Eat some cookies, like Santa.
Some cookies and cream.
Terry made some cookies. She made some cookies. I got to finish these cookies.
Cookies and milk. Okay.
Some macaroni cookies. Some macaroni cookies.
It's okay. It's okay, baby. Drink some water. It won't hurt. Anyway, all right, Jamani, what you got?
I'm glad it's over. Raising Kanan is just the best spinoff. Always has been, always will be. And I don't know what, like, this was nothing. This was the Tejadas. Why did they call it Ghost? It should have just been Ghost
Tariq featuring the Tejadas. That's what it should have been called. Tariq featuring the Tejadas.
Tejadas featuring Tariq. Like that's what this should have been. The Tejadas.
Yeah. There you go.
Featuring a guy named Tariq that you might know from previous show. And they were like, oh yeah, but it's really about the Tejadas. It's really their story. It's really their story.
Yeah, I'm like, we didn't even see any more of Braden's family. They started off the season with his sister. Mm-hmm. His sister never even needed to come back for all of that. There's just so many hanging threads with the show. Like, as I said to you before, we should just have a whole list of just all the hanging threads that were never closed in this show because it doesn't make any sense.
I'm sure there's going to be a recapper who's going to be putting out videos until like 2025.
Yeah, until the next
every single episode, every single drop storyline.
That's Mark Dark. That's Mark Dark's role. Like, let's think about it. Maybe we do one next week. Let's everybody put their stuff out there. Let's see if we can. There's enough material on the table, and maybe we'll do one next week.
But I came in a little late, so I don't know if y'all talked about the whole training day aspect.
Yeah,
and I'm like him talking about I'll have you in Rikers Island, and I'm like, you already did that with Drew.
Yeah,
and then you got him out.
So I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, we did that. Also, to give Jemani credit, he actually sent that to me. Like, he texted that to me personally before I watched the episode. So when I sent the same thing to the crew, like, I didn't realize Jemani already sent it to me. So I was like, all right. So at least I wasn't crazy. I wasn't crazy when I heard the speech. Like, Jemani was like, nah.
And I was thinking about Denzel Washington too. The thing is, the difference was I had to mute everyone, so I actually found out even before all of that as well. And then when I unmuted and I saw Batman and Denzel, and I was like, I saw Batman. I was like, Batman. I was like, oh yeah, King. So
so Chris was like, shut up, David. Stop ruining this episode. And I said, fuck that. I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going hard. And I was like, anyway, we'll talk about hard later. Anyway, all right, Jemani.
What?
Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah.
All right,
Oh my goodness.
a few words. Respect. Boop. All right, Chris, what you got, man?
Yeah, I mean, a valiant effort with this spinoff. You know, I will at least say that. You know what I mean? So, you know, I know Jemani said he's glad it's over. I mean, in a sense, yes, it's like just seeing a someone suffering, and you just want, you know, who just got, or maybe like a dying deer that just got hit. It's like you just want to pull out that Smith and Wesson and just
John Dutton in the first episode of Yellowstone when he shot that horse.
Yes,
when he shot that horse.
There you go. That's what this needed, right? Big old shotgun out there. You know what I mean? Yeah, it just needed that. It just needed that. So I mean, but you know, I appreciate the show being made. I will say that. I will at least give its flowers on that sense. You know what I mean? Because it started off kind of, you know, on a high note. You know, it started off kind of high in a sense. So, you know, so yeah. But yeah, you know, so now it's over. We get to see these other characters in other shows. You know, and that's, yeah, come on, guys. You guys all know that's Tommy on that phone. Let's be real. But anyway, that's it. Till then, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, y'all.
Thank you. Hey, Chris. Go be a good daddy. Oh, yeah, we'll talk about that too. Anyway, one of them is lubed. Whoop. All right, Stacy. What you got? What you got?
Glad this is over. I'll be glad when all the other powers are over too. The British did it better. Yeah.
There is only one power other. This what, Raising Canaan, right? That's
no, 3 actually. So you got three is coming back for 2 more seasons. Then 4 is got 1 last season, and then 5 is coming. So they got, it's a lot more power left. A lot more power left.
Another spinoff, another current day spinoff, allegedly.
This show. Please help us reach 500 views for video and 2,500 subscribers by December 15th. Thank you very much.
And you'll see her smiling face tomorrow for an interview. We got an interview. Did you see the questions? Did you read the questions? Please don't read the questions. Please don't read the questions, Stacy. We need to. Come on. Read the questions, Stacy. All right, come on. Boop. All right, KJ, what you got? Kim always does the last thing. What you got?
All right, so yeah, this show has been a crazy journey. I mean, like, you know, I would say once again that Courtney Kemp should have never left this show. It kind of went, you know, left after she left, and I also wanted to say, you know, we got Raising Canaan, I guess, coming after this. Maybe sometime like the beginning of next year, maybe like February. I don't know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to. I know Force is shit, but I just want to see what happens this season. What can they pull off this season? At least this season.
Yeah.
You know. So.
Yep.
And man, it's gonna be another spinoff. I'm telling you, it's gonna be that's what they're planning. Another spinoff. Yeah, that's basically it. Even though we don't need another spinoff, but they're gonna keep milking this.
But is it gonna be on STARZ or is it gonna be on 50 Cent's channel? Because he has a channel.
I heard some theories that it may be on 50's channel. Maybe 50, like the new spinoff. Like because he might end up like making like a deal with Lionsgate or something, and that's how they do it. You know.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, separate deal. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, okay. Anything
else?
That'll be. I guess I see you all for Raising Canaan. I guess. And
first episode. Yes.
Yeah, the first
as
episode.
we agreed. As we agreed.
Okay.
All right, KJ. Till next time. Boop. All right, Kim. Anything else? Please say goodbye.
I have to say that I enjoyed this journey of Power Ghost. I think Michael Rainey is an excellent actor. I think he did his best. I think the whole cast did their best. They're not writers, they're actors, so they can only act and do their best with what's written on the paper. And I think that everybody that I saw did their best. So, and I enjoyed most of what I saw. So I'm not gonna say it was perfect because nothing is perfect. And we had a couple of dropped storylines in the original Ghost. But I'm not gonna knock this project. I think it was they tried their best. They did what they could do. Yes, we missed Courtney Kim's writing. We definitely did. Unfortunately, but she has to move on. People move on to other jobs and other things. So, we had to let her go, but I'm hoping one day maybe she comes back and she gives us another series that we can all love and have conversations about again, because Courtney Kemp is a brilliant writer. She just is. So anyway, we love you, Chad. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey of Power Ghost. It has come to an end, and we are trying to get to 500 views per video. So if you could please share the video with anyone and everyone. Also, we're trying to get to 2,500 subscribers by December 15th. So if you could please share the video, we'll be able to reach that goal. Also, we want you to like the video and subscribe to the video. And most of all, we want you to hit the notification bell so you know when the next video is coming. We will no longer have these videos for Power Ghost, but we have a heck of a lot of other shows we're doing. So let's keep the momentum going, guys. We need you. We love you. Thank you so much for joining the conversation. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right.
Thanks, girl. She's always positive. I love that. I love the crew. And I thank everybody for hanging out with us this evening. I thank all of you in the chat. Hold on. What this Marcus? You could really tell who the actors are in this show. And it's definitely Drew, Kane, Tate, and Michael Ealy, etc. It was a good journey. As I told the crew, the last two episodes really solidified for me that, again, this was the Tejada book, really. If you look at the 4 stories, I think it's really 4 crime families is what you got. Book 1 was the St. Patrick family. Book 2 is the Tejada family. Book 3 is the Thomas family. And book 4 is the Egan family. And they all have their own story. And how does it all connect and come together? And despite all the things we make fun of this show, and it's worth making fun of this show, it gets the views, it gets the comments, it's engaging. It truly is engaging. So we thank 50 Cent and Courtney for getting us something to talk about. Tomorrow we got 2 more things to talk about. We got people like From/Lost. So I look forward to hopefully Stacy and Chris coming back to make fun of this. Stacy's shaking her head. We'll see. But we'll talk about that, and then we're going to talk about Reasonable Doubt, and a show that does need to be canceled. Shit. Anyway, we're going to get through that tomorrow. Please come back, and we're going to talk about all of that. Love you. I'm about to go eat some cookies. Very good. Thank you, man. We try. We try to be familiar around here. Who is more dangerous, Diana or Claudia? Fuck them kids. That's for Stacy. Thank you. That's what Diana should have said when she killed Felicia's son. Anyway, thank you guys very much. I'm gonna try this exit thing, see what happens. I'm gonna hit the button and y'all should see the exit thing, and we'll do that. So I will say thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. I see people watching us in the chat.
I enjoy the view. I don't know what the fuck I was watching.
Rewatch this when we're done. Rewatch this. You'll see what we're talking about. You're gonna be like, oh shit.
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
You want to go there?
Stacey, do your thing.
Fuck that shit.
But anyway, please like and share and comment on the video and all that kinds of stuff. As they say, we're just going to end this broadcast and say bye.